Okay, so what I've done is I've given you guys two video files. So I've given you this file and this file. So one is a door opening. So if you were to watch it, just a door opening. Okay, and the other one is, I'm just going to disable this clip, type V on my keyboard, and this is the other view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys. So what do you want is you want your other clip to be right around when the door is about to open. So I'm using my arrow keys to open the door, and that's kind of when my bottom clip underneath is there. So that's why there's that gap. Okay, so there should be that on top underneath. Now I'm going to take this mask tool. So this is under my effects. And I can go down to all, or I can go to masks, or I can type in draw mask. But I'm going to click and drag that onto my door open. When I do that, this will pop up here. Okay, I've got 3 right now, but you'll be able to draw here, and then now I can add a point. I want to make sure this is at 38% right now. I'm just going to drink it down to about 12. Maybe not 12, maybe 25. Okay, and what I want to do is now my door is about to open, so I'm going to do it around here. Okay, so the door hasn't fully opened, but it's going to be around here. And I'm going to draw one line here, 1 point here, 1 point here. And this is what I was talking about yesterday about how my hands were in the way. I didn't like that, so I'm just going to kind of click, 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 click. And there. Okay, it's going to look like this. Don't get alarmed. What you're going to want to do is under my showing of my draw mask, I want to make sure that instead of the view, I'm going to say original. And now this is what I'm showing. Okay, so don't get upset about that. And the next part is very, very important. The most important part, these things here. So control points, you got to click this keyframe here. You have to click under transforms. You have to make sure that scale, rotation, and position are all checked, and the one that says fill opacity. Okay, so all those, I put keyframes on all those right now. So I'm at 118, and now what I'm actually going to do, okay, it just makes things easier, but I drew this before. I'm going to go backwards on my time. So to my door is almost shut. Okay, so around here, and what I want to do is I want to come up and I want my fill opacity to be 0. Okay, and now I'm going to go 1 frame forward to maybe 112. So now the door is open, and I want my opacity to be right back to 100. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm using my arrow key here, my right arrow. Okay, so now this is roughly where I was before. If I click one more time, now I'm going to start moving these points around. Okay, so I'm doing frame by frame. This is kind of the hard part here, and we're just going to click and drag these across and make sure all these points line up. Okay, so right arrow key, and I'm just going to do this until my door is all the way open. Okay, I'm going to move these out a little bit at a time just so that it's not as abrupt. Okay, move this one over. And you're just going to keep doing that until you go all the way across. Okay, so I'm not going to let you guys watch this because that's very boring. But once that's done, I'll show you the next